We've done some big F-truck dualies, but this has got to be one of the biggest and one of the best. It's up to me. Every time a dually comes into the workshop, I get friggin' excited. And this one here touched a few little things that just made me feel like a kid in a candy shop. Doing the build design with the customer, I get all excited, thinking of how we can do something that little bit more different. This customer literally wanted a dually because, let's face it, he's always wanted a dually, and who wouldn't want one? With something as impressive as this thing here sitting in the driveway, I don't think anyone would be upset waking up to it every single morning. So we'll go for a walk around on this one. It's in the final stages. We do have a few little things to finish off. It is quite wide, it is quite tall. Those final little details are really gonna set this thing off. But as you can see, it's got underglow, it's got suspension, it's got nice wheels, it's got nice tyres. We've done a little tremor valance on the front end. So let's walk you around a brand new F450 that we've done here at Big Dog. I'm Dean Bleasner, the co-founder of Big Dog Builds, with well over 650 trucks through the workshop now. This is dually number 3, 4, 5, something along those lines. We haven't had the camera to do a full walk around. We've now got the big workshop, and just remember, if you've got a dually, you're anywhere around Australia, get it on transport, we can help you with that, get it into the Big Dog Builds workshop, fly in, do a handover, and drive this big beast home. When it comes to the brand new F450, this one here has come in from our friends at Maracunda Automotive. They do F450s, they're the OGs in the country. They've done some of the big F550s, F650s even, so that team definitely know what they're doing. But we can help you get into an F450 if it's something on the Christmas wish list. And the front end of the 23 or 24 facelift that we see here in Australia just looks incredible. This one being the Platinum F450, it has still got the full chrome. As you can see, we've got the chrome, and we've kept that chrome because we've tied it in with the nice impressive wheels and tyres. We'll get into them in just a second. But one extra thing with the front end here, if you did want to add the factory winch in the front end, or if you wanted to add the light mount, we've got a few different cool options to just get it that next level. This one here isn't going to do much night driving. We've added some backup LED lights that I'll show you at the rear of the vehicle. But as you can see, it's got underglow. Underglow all around the vehicle itself. Keen to see if you remember how many of these little underglow lights we can find. That one there is number 1.
You can do the math.
When it comes to underglow light number 2, that one is right there. I shouldn't be counting for you, that's for you to do in the video itself. But we do have the KC underglow light. So the KC lights, these ones here are full white. We have got little amber covers that we can click onto those lights as well if you wanted the amber look. But I think with the chrome on the vehicle, the chrome on the wheels itself, going for these white little LED lights definitely look the part. And what they're gonna do is just really give this thing a bit of oomph. Not that it needs much at all, but who doesn't need that little bit of extra oomph with a cool little underglow light? Because let's face it, if this thing's rolling around, it's definitely a showpiece. Speaking of showpieces, the suspension, wheel and tyre combination on this one here doesn't just look the part, but it's actually going to perform really, really well. We've gone and installed a soft ride leaf pack in the rear end of the vehicle, which we'll get into once we get up to the back end. But at the front end of this one here, we've gone for the Carli suspension kit. This one is engineered on the 4.5-inch lift for the F450. Very, very similar lift kit to the F350 or 250 with a few minor differences. It's got a slightly wider wheel track up the front and obviously at the back with the 4 wheels there. But up the front end here, fairly similar. We've gone for the Carli Pintop series, and this is the King's 2.5 remote-reservoir shock. But what we have done is change from the blue King shocks to the anodised black. Those little differences there, the black end caps, the black hose, and also the sticker that's black as well, with the silver definitely ties in and looks the part. And we've gone and installed pretty much every accessory that we can add to this suspension kit. And those are things like the limit straps, which is underneath the vehicle itself, onto the radius arms from Carli. This one's got the radius arm drops as well, and what that one does is rolls the axle forward and keeps the wheel alignment on point. With the big 37-inch tyres, which we'll talk about in a second, the suspension kit from Carli here is going to drive amazing. You've also got the extended brake lines in the front here. Obviously the big coil that's changed in the front, that's going to give you the different height. And then we've gone and installed the sway bar end links in the front end here as well. With the conversion on this one here, we can't run a high mount, low mount steering stabiliser like we can in a 250. So we've got the PMF dual steering stabiliser brackets that are up the front. We didn't show you that up the front end, so let's swing around and get into that for just a second. When it comes to steering stabilizers, that's what we're talking about on the F450. So we got the steering stabilizer bracket there, and then we got the King's 2.0 steering stabilizers, both right-hand side and left-hand side. With the steering stabilizers, that really makes the feedback in the steering wheel on this one. It literally has a lighter steering wheel than the little Mazda that's sitting out the front that I roll around in sometimes. This thing here is what's going to make that drive really, really well. And as you can see, we've got the Carli Panhard rod in the front end there. So that's the extended Panhard rod. When you raise a vehicle up, that one there needs to be extended. And what that's gonna do is keep your axle nice and centered, because let's face it, we want a nice wheel alignment on these big trucks. There's no point spending the money like this one here, looking as good as it does, but not really driving that well. So with the suspension kit like this one here, it's definitely gonna drive better than pretty much any other F450 on the market in Australia. So that's the suspension up the front as well as underneath the side here. It's got the radius arms, you've got the Panhard rod, the coils, the shocks, the reservoir mounts, the extended brake lines. There's a fair few hours that go into a suspension kit like this one here, but using the best suspension in the world on these big trucks is gonna make them ride like a dream. And speaking of a dream, that here is the big dog spinning center cap. We've got custom American Force wheels for this F450, and we've gone and engraved the Big Dog Builds logo into the center cap. Whether you're wanting the traditional American Force center caps or you're wanting something custom just like this one here. I never thought the day would come where I got to put that on a customer's truck. So shout out to this customer for being a bloody legend. I'm gonna have to copy that one there. Should I get a Julie for the shop truck? Maybe one day. For now, yeah? Oh. Well, maybe vote in the comments below. Big dog shop truck, Julie? Yeah, okay. One day. Don't hold me to it, Will. Give me a little bit of time. But that one there looks amazing. You've got the big lug nut covers, the big chromey wheels. We can customize an American Force combination to suit your Julie however you want. We can put your company logo in the outer lip. If you want to put Big Dog logo in the outer lip, bonus points for that one there as well. Plenty of different styles to choose from as well. And we've fitted these ones up in-house. We've bought the best tire equipment in the world to be able to do all different combinations. We did have to buy an extra part to fit the big Julie wheel on it, but we're now able to do that in-house, and we don't have to rely on any third parties around Brisbane anymore. So this one here, all done in-house with the wheel and tire combination. So the big American Force wheels. Obviously there's 6 of these bad boys, so I'll show you the 2 up the rear in a second. And then for the tires, we've gone for the 37, 13.5, 22 Nitto Ridge grapplers. So Nitto Ridge grapplers, one of the most popular tire in the workshop across all builds. And these 37, 13.5, 22s are a massive 128 kilo load rating. So that's 1,800 kilos per tire. 1,800 kilos per tire in the rear axle. I'll have to do the sums while we're walking up there, but we'll get into that one in a second. What is that, 1836? That's 7.2 ton of load rating in the tires just in the rear axle itself. So that's where a big Julie like this one here is going to perform better than pretty much any vehicle on the road here in Australia when it comes to weight carrying capacity. And the front end of this one here is no different. Definitely looks the part now. We've got Underglow, got the good suspension, got the good wheels, got the good tires. Let's go. There's a few factory features on this one here. I'll quickly open up the cab without showing too much, and we'll get into the rear axle and what we've done under there as well. When it comes to the side of the Julie, obviously it's an impressive unit. It's not too tall in my opinion. It definitely looks the part, but the factory Platinum model has got the electric side steps. And as you can see there, we've got 2 more little Underglow lights on the side. So that's each side, we've got the 2 little Underglow lights as well. For getting up and down, you wouldn't want to do it unless you had the electric side steps. And when it comes to a Platinum, up here, Al. And when it comes to a Platinum F450, you've even got massage seats inside the cab. The conversion that Marakunda have done from left-hand drive to right-hand drive is going to make this thing drive like a dream. And who wouldn't want to have massage seats while you're in that sort of luxury? Let's face it. When it comes to the side of the Julie, they're obviously impressive. You've got the extra wide guards on the back there. And when we've gone and installed the American Force wheels, yes, we do have spinner caps at the rear there as well. I could literally look at this thing all day long. Just keep spinning and spinning and spinning. So obviously the same size tires, 37, 13.5, 22 Nitto Ridge grapplers on the rear axle. So you got one here, one there, obviously 2 on the other side. Like I said up the front, that's a massive 7.2 tonne of tyre load rating in the rear end. These wheels are bloody impressive. It was a mission to get them fit in-house, but now that we've got all the right equipment ready for more Julies to pop through the workshop, whether you're wanting custom wheels, like I said up the front, you can put your business logo in the lip itself. We can go machined, we can go all different colors, we can go satin black with a little machine cutout. And this setup here on the rear end of the Julie definitely looks the part. With the suspension, we've got the King's 2.5 shock tuned by Carli with the same black hose and anodized Carli parts on the rear shock as well. We've also gone and installed the Carli suspension progressive soft ride leaf pack for the F450. This soft ride leaf pack doesn't just lift up the back end of the truck to level it out with the front of the vehicle with that extra height. This one here is going to be able to be nice and comfortable on the road, and it's still going to be able to handle some decent load in the rear end. We've got airbag options there if you wanted the combination of both the soft ride as well as the airbags to help with the assist of a big load on the back, or if you're hauling something really heavy. And if you're wanting to haul something really heavy, have a lot of load in the vehicle itself, and use the whole GVM of the vehicle, those factory leaf packs we can option up with a few different size leaf blocks in the rear end, and that's going to retain the full GVM of the vehicle itself and give you the massive load carrying capacity that the F450s are known for. With the Underglow lights, we've got another 2 in both wheel arches as well. So one there, and we've got another one under there as well. Because, like I said up the front, who wouldn't want this thing to have that extra oomph with a big Underglow LED light kit? We'll swing around to the back end there because I believe there's another one, if not number 2. The back end of the F450, yes, it is quite tall, but it's still usable. With the Ford, this one's going in to get a spray and bed liner because yes, you spend all the money on an F450 Platinum, you don't get a spray and bed liner in the back, but getting in and out of these Ford trays is quite handy. You got that one there, 3 points of contact at all times to get up in there. 1, 2, 3, let's go. So that's it, F450 in the rear end. Oh, I'm a bit scared up there, it's too tall for me. Hold that one away. Oh, did that in the wrong order. I know boats. There we go. Has it got a power tailgate? Yes, it does. Bonus points for having the powered tailgate. Some of them don't have it. So that one there, obviously with the chrome, like we said, this is full factory in the rear end there. Maracunda will whack that little sticker on the back. We've gone and installed the Panhard Designs, what are these? S2 Pro flush mount backup LED lights. I'll jump into the upfitters inside the vehicle. We'll turn those 2 bad boys on. They definitely pack a punch. This customer's got a few boats down to the boat ramp, and having flush mount backup LED lights is going to give you enough light out the back. If the underglow is not enough, the lighting around the vehicle itself, the factory LED lights on the F450 isn't enough. Adding some flush mount backup lights is just going to add that extra little touch to make this thing fucking cool. As you can see, the size of the rear diff, the rear tyres on this one here, it's bloody impressive. The massive diff pumpkin on the back there as well, and we've got the Carli remote res shocks. You got the remote reservoir up there. The Carli King's 2.5 is going to make the rear end of this F450 drive like a dream. We've got another KC Underglow white light up the back end here. That's pretty much it. So can you guess how many are onto this one? 1 up the front, 1 up the rear, 2, and then flip it to the other side. Comment in the comments below, and I'm keen to see if you hit the number right. And that one there, it's got to be one of my favorite Julies. Let's spin up the front and wrap this video up. So that's the F450, but let's face it, we're not done yet. We've got to get this thing out the front. We've got to show you the underglow because it has just gotten dark enough out the front. Get out there, let's meet you.
Told them pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got it numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said go and shut the lights out.
Oh, do I need to look at you or just keep looking at this thing here? Because if you've got an F450 and you want to stand out from the rest, get in touch today. Just remember, if you're located anywhere around Australia, we can get your vehicle up into Big Dog Builds, fly in for a handover and drive something badass back home. 37s, 4.5-inch lift from Carli suspension in the US and the Big Dog touch. I know you want one. If you like this F450, Check this other one out here. If you want to see some cool trucks head up the beach, this season here is one to watch as well. And for a full walk around on the latest trip in a van build, this one down here, have a watch of that one.